Hello and welcome back to Tech and EduSpark Hub, where technology meets education. Imagine you are building a Python program and your numbers look like this, but you want them neat and clean like this. Or let's say you are adding numbers again and again with a messy lines of code, not knowing there is a shortcut that makes it way more faster and clean. And also, when it is time to display your results, instead of writing clunky print statements, there's a magic trick called the f-strings that makes them look more beautiful. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to do all of this, how to round numbers up in Python using the round function, how to use the basic arithmetic shortcuts, and lastly, how to use the f-strings to format your output like a pro. Stick with me till the end because I have a pro level tip on f-strings most beginners don't know about, and it is going to make your code 10 times cleaner and faster. Firstly, let's look at the rounding up of numbers. Let's say we have a variable called pi, and the general value of pi is 3.1415926. And looking at this, we can see this has a lot of decimal places in it. And sometimes in our code, we don't want 4 decimal places, 5 decimal places, or even 6 decimal places in our code. So how can we round this up to a specific number of decimal places we want? To do this, we can simply use the print function, followed by the Python inbuilt function known as the round function. And we can simply pass in the variable we assign to this number. And in our case, the variable is pi, followed by a comma, and the specific number of decimal place we want. And in my case, I'll be using the 2 decimal places. So when I run this code, you can see it has rounded this up to the 2 decimal places I put in the round function. And this is how the Python round function works. But let's say we use the print function and the round function, and we pass in the variable pi in this round function without specifying the number of decimal places we want. If we run this code, you can see it has rounded this up to the nearest whole number. And that is why it is advisable to always specify the number of decimal places we want if we are wanting the round function to round our numbers up to a specified decimal places. And another thing we'll be looking at is the basic arithmetic shortcut. Let's say we have a variable called score and we assign it with the equal sign to a number 10, and later we want to add another number. Let's say we want to add 5 to this initial score, which was 10. We can simply use the basic arithmetic shortcut by writing score plus equals the 5 that we want to add, and this is the same as writing score equals to score plus 5. And when we print score, this is going to add 5 to the initial score we have, and it is going to output 15 as seen on the console. And this is how the basic arithmetic shortcut works. Let's look at another example on the basic arithmetic shortcut. Let's say we have another variable called x, and we assign it to a number. Let's say we assign it to another number 7. And let's say we want to multiply a number 3 to this initial number we have. We can simply use the basic arithmetic shortcut, multiply equals 3. And this is the same as writing x equals to x multiplied by 3. And when we print x, and when we run this code, we can simply get the initial value multiplied by the 3 that we added in the line 12. And this is how the basic arithmetic shortcut works. And this is helpful in making our code shorter, cleaner, and easier to read, especially in loops. And lastly, we'll be looking at the f-string, also known as the formatting string, and this is used to combine different data types together without getting the type error. And to use this f-string, let's say we have a variable called name, and we assign it with an equal sign to a string, and in my case, I'll be naming the string Jack. And let's say we have another variable called age, and we assign it to an integer. Let me put the number 18, and let's say we have another variable called winning, and I assign it to a boolean. Let me use the true statement here. And looking at all these variables, we can see it contains different data types. The first one is containing a string data type. The second is containing an integer data type. And the third is containing a boolean data type. So to combine all these data types together without getting the type error, this is where the f string comes in, or the formatting string comes in. And to use the formatting string, we can simply use the print function followed by a lowercase letter f and a string. And this is a way the f string is denoted. And to use all this data type in a sentence, we can simply form a sentence by saying your name is, and to put the name variable in this f string, we can use a curly bracket by putting the name variable in the curly bracket. And to use the age variable, we can say your age is, and we can simply use the same curly bracket to put the age variable, specifying another data type. And lastly, we can use the boolean statement by saying your winning is, and we can put another curly bracket to put the boolean data type in that bracket. So we can put winning here. And this way, we have combined all the data types together in one sentence with the help of the f string. And when we run this code, you can see it has print what we want out by saying your name is Jack, which is the string data type, your age is 18, which is the integer data type, and your winning is true, which is the boolean data type. Let's say we remove the f string and we run this code as it is like this. You can see this is just going to print out all the variable data type in form of a string. And this way you can see the importance of the f string, which help us to combine different data types together in a sentence. And this is the magic of the f string. And the pro tip, you can actually put calculations directly in your print statement using the f string. Let's say this age, which was 18 initially, I want to add another number to this age to make it 20. In my case, I can come to this age curly bracket and put the number I want to add to this age. And when I run this code, you can see it is going to print out your name is Jack, your age is 20, which means it has changed the number by adding 2 to this initial age, which was 18. And finally, your winning is true, which means it has combined the different data types together to give us a sentence. And this is the pro tip of the f string. We have learned how to round numbers up using the round function, speed up arithmetic with shortcuts, and use f string to make our output clean and professional. Now that you know these tricks, your Python code will look sharper and run smoother. If this video helped you, hit that like button so more learners can find it. Subscribe if you haven't for more coding tips, and turn on the bell so you never miss a lesson. And don't forget to share and drop a comment telling me your favorite Python shortcut. I reply to everyone. And in our next lesson, we'll be coding our second project together. And until then, keep learning and keep exploring, and I will see you in the next one.